SoapBox. Each candidate will have 3 minutes to present their manifesto, outlining their vision to the council and what they hope to achieve if elected. After this, the panel members will ask the candidates questions about their manifesto. This will be followed by a debate session. The panel will give a comment prompt to the candidates and they will have 1.5 minutes to put forward their views on the topic, followed by 1 minute to counter the views of the other candidates. This will be followed by the audience questions. So now we can move on to the speaker one, Tarun.
Hello guys, I'm Tarun Kumar from the Bachelor's in Materials Engineering Department, third year. So I'm contesting the Students' Council President. So my manifesto is focused primarily on bringing the campus back to how it was before COVID, and then focusing on new initiatives that can take our institute to greater heights. So the first part of my manifesto is focused on academics. It's split into achieving the goals of the National Education Policy 2020. So one point is hastening the implementation of multiple entry and exit into BTech programs. Second one is better access to library resources. So right now the portal is very complicated. And then the next aspect is focused on post registration. So shifting the post registration to noon instead of midnight. Second thing would be organizing demo classes, particularly for open electives before course registration, so students can opt for a course they actually like instead of just opting behind the department name or something else. Another aspect would be the credit checklist. So this is available on your grade card, but if this is available on the website, MAS, it will be much easier for students to plan out their course registration. Next will be miscellaneous, so digitally signed copies of academic certificates like transcripts and so on. So internship evaluation committee should include professors from other departments like computer science, computer applications, because internships often involve non-core subjects as well. So then you have relaxed attendance with startups and entrepreneurs and revitalizing the Office of International Relations. So the next part of my manifesto is focused on hostel and mess. So mess, there are optional extras in some messes like Subway, so implementing that in more messes. Better insect control measures is another thing. For the hostel committee, right now we have hostel representatives and floor representatives, but I feel like the responsibilities are not clearly defined well enough. So by making them more active and giving them more roles, they'll be able to voice the concerns of the students better, because it's not feasible for just a few student council members to look after every problem on every floor of the hostel. So the next thing is in the hostel, there are already plans to install industrial washing machines. So I would like to speed up that process as fast as possible. Next thing would be automation of the water pumping systems for motors. So by doing this, we will ensure there is water throughout unless the entire institute is not having water. And the other thing is like LAN cables and AC in common rooms and sports equipment and first aid kits. So the final aspect of my manifesto is focused on campus development. So, Students' Council, I would like to re-establish the Student Senate. It's one of my important points. And I would like to implement greater transparency with open house sessions. So, in terms of facilities, I would like to replace water dispensers as well. And apart from that, feedback system for hospitals and so on. And also pay-per-use access to the swimming pool. I think in the seat will be really helpful. Can you go to the next slide, please? So, I would like to focus a lot on. Can I finish this one slide for 10 seconds? Yeah, so I would like to create more awareness on the fact that there is an internal complaints committee and how to approach it, because it's a very serious issue. Another thing is plantation drives around the hospital roads, particularly the stretch to Amber, is very hot. So if we plant more trees as we repave the roads, then I think we'll have a better time. So these are some of the main points in the manifesto. Thank you.
Community department and contesting for the post of president in Student Council elections 2023. Thanks for being pillar of support for doing all the process. I will explain my manifesto now. Basically, my manifesto is divided into 5 segments. Among them, first and second. The first one is I'll extend the timings of central library. That people can study something. I'll establish a digital attendance portal where students can track their attendance percentage and they'll be aware of how much classes they can they have to attend. And the third one is I'll insist some club to conduct competitive events and hackathons, marathons to bridge gap between students and cutting edge technology and I'll insist some of the clubs to create a centralized resource pool for students to explore and play on campus and off campus job and internship opportunities. And second segment is student welfare and campus development. I'll take proper measures to repair damaged roads and to ensure street lights are in working condition. And I'll try to open one more cycle shop where nowadays it generally takes 1 day to 2 days to receive a cycle to repair. So I'll try to open one more cycle shop. And I like corporate the local extension of doors, keeping the outlet time at 9:15 p.m. And regular mental health sessions are organized, and I'll conduct regular medical checkups once in a month. Regarding hospital issues, I'll improve cleanliness and hygiene of washrooms and repair taps and everything. Look after timely maintenance of water dispensers and 24/7 availability of drinking water. Ensure proper connectivity, Wi-Fi, and ensure proper installation of washing machines. And then ensure establish direct communication of a hostel representative with the council members and address their problems. And regarding mess, I'll work for extension of mess timings. So I'll provide an option to seek messes after 5 days of first verification, and then I'll go for the second verification based on the feedback. And I conduct surprise visits to mess and inspect the messes. I'll ask students to provide the feedback on daily basis through portal. And coming to other sector, miscellaneous, I'll put facilities, equipment for the student club rooms, and I'll create opportunities for freelancing and open source of their works they have done. And I'll work for clean for amber roads and some other unused ground to use it to return effectively. I'll innovate and facilitate recreation groups with the proper sports and recreation equipment. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Before moving forward, I'd like to thank Taskforce, Technical Council, and Student Council to give me this opportunity. My name is Piyush, and I'm thrilled to be here as a candidate for the position of student president. From the beginning of the first year, I was a people person. I was passionate about leadership committed to making positive impact to our campus. Throughout my time at NITT, I have had the opportunity to engage in a variety of extracurricular activities, taking leadership roles like manager in customer media relations, manager, publicity manager of sensors. After this, I have helped my peers through the initiative of College of the Rodin. In this process, I have been connected to a lot of people and made myself approachable. The standing for the post gives me an opportunity to help a great number of people. If I elected as student president, my top priority will be to advocate for the needs of the interests of all the students. I believe that every student should have access to the resources and support they need to succeed. Now I'll be moving forward to my manifesto. So, my manifesto is mostly self-explanatory. I'll go back point by point. Establishing of mess committee. Mess committees are there, but some of them are not in function and rest are not having proper measures. Having centralized organization system, good internet connectivity would be given in second hostels. Installation of more pumps to eradicate the water issue all at once. Having mess extension till 10 p.m. at least. Implementation of water delivery system in Opal as well. Renovation of all the common rooms. Moving forward, as we all know, while the time of internship and placement, we all are busy in the process. That's why relaxation of attendance during the set. Introduction of interdepartmental final year projects to provide final year students the privilege of selecting multiple open electives. enriching experiential learning for scholars, for giving many number of industrial visits, enhancing the laboratory school experience by having better equipment, facilitating academic pursuit by providing digital transcripts, which is a big issue. Uh, Digitalizing the library services as we take books from library and we don't know when to submit it and the fine goes up. About the health infrastructure, medical emergency room will be set up and open 24/7. Digitalization of medical certificates, establishing medical inventory at each and every hospital, extension of staff so that all the clubs can get a room, upgrading Trichy auditorium and halls,
Last 30 seconds.
Bringing more EVs in the campus, installation of CCTV cycle sets. These all are some basic issues that have to be covered. Going into sports facilities, introduction of new gym, deployment of floodlights in NSO ground, facilitation of coaches and instructors as we don't have for many sports. Installation of water facilities and TV and handball court. Indoor sports center has to be open till 9 p.m.
Your time is up.
Okay, this is the last thing I'll be talking about. Our scholarship and alumni relations. There's a wonderful website of Recall, so I want to make people aware of that and have some big programs for scholarship. Yeah.
Now we move on to the next speaker, Channel 5.
Hello everyone, pleasant meeting to everyone present here. This is Sharan Kumar from the Department of Computer Science Engineering, contesting for the post of Student Council President. Upon considering and analyzing the requirements and needs of each and every person, I am excited to share my manifesto. And my manifesto basically focuses on three points: academics, hostel welfare, and campus development. The first part, academics, when it comes to conducting regular meetings with the class representatives, along with student council with a special emphasis on academic issues. And the next thing is conducting various sessions or workshops with the students, especially the first or second years, in order to build their resume. The third thing would be requesting the students to conduct guidance, especially to the BR people, despite studying in the top university, they are not able to get a good placement. And next thing is increasing the frequency of meetings between faculty advisor and the students. So we maintain a database of examination papers and also a research committee consisting of all the PhD scholars from every department and the students to guide the people. And next we'll move on to hostel and student welfare. The first one would be open house sessions to promote transparency between students and the hostel council. And also we'll be adding an extra tier to the hostel committee where there will be an overall hostel representative, maybe counted as hostel secretary, and also proper Wi-Fi and also study infrastructure for common rooms. And also we'll be discussing the role called data. And we'll be moving on to the campus development. Campus development includes restructuring of Wi-Fi routers in the library, installing shared water points, separate veg canteen for vegetarians, providing proper cool and hot water in Orion and as well as LNC, regularizing the price at shop outlets, CCTV cameras at the cycle sheds, and also to making some rooms in the library as a study corners, especially to the group projects. And also we'll be creating a portal where students can see whether the shops or canteens are open inside the campus. So yeah, this is my manifesto. Thank you.
Next, we'll be moving on to the most interesting part of the SoapBox, the panel questioning, where the panel members will ask the candidates questions regarding the manifesto. We can begin with the first candidate.
All the time. So it's a common question for all the four candidates. Am I audible to all of you? Yes. So you guys know about your JD, right? As a president, you guys have your own job description, right? So in which you are supposed to take care of the clubs and association along with the secretary, right? So what is your annual student council budget? How many of you are aware of that? Just raise your hand. Just raise your hand. Okay.
annual student council budget, we generally get from the previous we collect from people. Like for semester we collect some 700 and then next semester we collect from 1400.
So what is the number? We know everybody is collecting fees. What
The,
are the numbers?
the number it actually depends sometimes it varies, but I
What is
This year budget?
What is the this year's?
this year budget
So we are not aware.
And how are you even eligible to stand for president?
but I'll work on that and I'll get to the
See,
about
this is just a basic growth you are supposed to do. Okay, it's in your JD. You are going to handle all the funds of the student council. So close to okay. What is the batch total strength? What is your college strength?
our college strength is over 5,000 at a
5,000, over 5,000.
What is the exact number of students? At least close, not 5,000 plus or anything. What is it?
We need a approx number. You are not even close to the actual number. What is the actual student council?
It's around is 1400 plus 1700, 2100 into the number of students that is around 8,000.
Really? The 2100 is the one which we used to give for clubs and other associations.
No, that's actually for everything, including fest and clubs and everything. It is a
So
total
the
budget.
2100 which we are collecting will be given to guests and other things, right? That's what you are trying to do.
That will be actually
That's totally wrong. Yeah, I mean,
the cultural fee which will be collecting will be 2,400
right?
and that will be getting to us.
For what? For what and all we will be using that budget.
During a fest, we'll be providing kind of food carts, whatever we're providing.
The 2,400 we are collecting from students as you are saying that we use the money for right? Right? You're absolutely wrong. What about that?
Can you specify the question again?
Yes. So what is the actual student council budget? So there is a budget for student council where we will be giving a fund for clubs, activities, fest, and other associations. So from where we are getting the fund and how much we are getting it and what was the
Please
actual budget?
keep your phone down.
Yeah, who is it? Saran? You know about ethical? Yeah, but
So I think it comes completely from the student fees as a reference section.
sorry?
Comes from student fees, separate section. So I believe it totals to around 1.8 crores.
1.8 crores.
Yeah, around that, not exactly.
How the number is like, which fees we are taking? Like, from which fees we are contributing
So
towards that?
there's a fees for student clubs, association, cultural trustees, and there's also a separate fees that goes towards all these food cards and t-shirts for the
Okay, how much we are collecting in cultural association? Like for the last year, how much we collected?
I believe it was 1,200%.
The rest of the three of you are not even aware of the most basic thing. You should have known about the budget. How is this? Fine. The another question is, very recently we have released a circular for something called common access facility. How many of you are aware of the facility? Just raise your hands.
அந்த மைக்கு நாய்ஸ் வந்துகிட்டே இருக்கு.
So start with
ஆமா
Karan.
இப்போ நல்லா தானே
What do you know about it?
நல்லா இருக்கு.
I understand that there is
கொடுத்துரு.
a
ஸோ
form
அந்த
that
மைக்
comes
மாதிரி ஆன்
with
பண்ணோடனே இது
fill
வால்யூம்
it,
வராது. சொல்லிடு 4-5
for
செகண்ட்ஸ்.
basically for
சென்டர்
girls to
மியூட்
get access
சொல்லிடு.
till 12 a.m.
மொத்தம் 5
to
மைக்
common
கொடுத்துருக்கு.
facilities like art,
இது எக்ஸ்ட்ரா.
science, and doctor as well. So once you get
அங்கெல்லாம்
a
உள்ள
sign from
எங்கேயும்
the
மைக்
faculty
இருக்கு.
advisor, once they approve it, you can get a sign from the hostel warden. And once it is done, you can get the copy extension. So you have to get this on Friday.
Sorry, you mentioned the word something. Coffee.
Sorry, it's roll call extension. So you get it on Friday for the next week. How many days you require? Yeah, I believe so.
Please don't tell us you believe so. You're supposed to know about the facts.
Yeah, SSC, the road of SSC, there is no proper consideration of street lights. It can be considered as a city. I have an open challenge for you guys. Uh, I will question each and every initiative presented here. If you don't have a right answer, like I take my technical secretary question PIs. If you, I'll screw how I'm going to screw the technical secretaries. Are you guys ready to take this up? Who are ready? Raise your hands. Each and every initiative should be backed by some validation or anything. If it is not there, I will pass it at the moment. Who is ready to take this challenge? Okay. Who is going to start this? Okay, fine. Can you put around? Okay, fine. First is NITT 2020. This answer information, so this has been already passed in Senate. Why did you mention here?
So I saw the Senate minutes of meetings, I read it. So they're only finding a proposal, like how can we implement it best. So I feel that if we talk to the students and like talk to what they actually expect from this, or like how it can be beneficial to them, what problems they're facing, we can implement it in a better way where we don't have to later run around to fix the problem in implementation. We can fix them before we implement. So that's what I feel we can do. Why does one situation happen?
Okay, just like that, you have mentioned that you will just like that shift the post registration to noon. So, aren't we faced issues? What we would have changed it? Why we couldn't able to change it? Have you done any research behind it? Why we couldn't able to change it? Why are we forcing the students to register only at the midnight? Yeah, tell me. Yeah, then how can you put this in the mind?
This is for all of you, and there is a rule. If you put falsified information in the manifesto, you'll be disqualified. So, if I find any, like, what to say, that can't be done, can I disqualify all of you guys? Disqualify all of you guys. It's there in the manifesto. False manifesting is completely wrong.
So shifting post registration timing to noon is a false assessment. Because like if you have done proper research, you wouldn't have put this on your mind. Right?
Like,
Do you know how much water do we get from cloudwood and what is the process and how it is supplied? I said automation of water pumping. So I don't know the exact one. Okay, I don't know what it is. I don't have an idea of the top. But to basically get the from we get the water supply from the pump. So there's a central sump that is been built, and from the sump it gets pumped to the large overhead tanks that you can see. From there it gets pumped to the sumps at each hostel. So from there are individual tanks on top of each hostel. So it gets pumped to that. So whenever the water tanks at the top of the hostel, you have to get the water from the hostel, and that gets empty, and so on. So you have to. So each step, when I talked to different people, they said that at least in Amber and Zircon and the major hostels, this process is manual. So you have to call someone in the state maintenance and ask them to turn on the water.
so, why do you think there is a shortage? I mean, there is a CPW department, right? They are providing water.
Yeah.
They have borewells. Why do we have shortage?
There's a lack of water in general in Trichy, so that's the reason for the shortage. I'm not saying that we can solve the shortage. All I'm saying is that if we have this automated, we will not have to run behind different authorities to get water in an emergency. In case if this is automated, then we can ensure that water will be available to every place in campus unless there is no water supply at all to the campus, in which case everyone will be facing. It won't be in such a way that one hostel does not have water, other hostel has water.
Assuming you want to get automated, where do you get the budget, the cost, and how would you get approval?
So I believe compared to drilling borewells, which are very expensive, and before even drilling borewells, you have to do a geological survey to see if there's water underneath. A very small system that could be implemented. So basically, you just have a water sensor and then a switch. In fact, I believe if you want to encourage innovation on campus, these kind of issues could be developed by our own students, like EC students or high students. This project could be given to students. So this is the kind of things that I see in other institutes. So I believe by focusing on students and giving them the opportunity to solve actual real life issues.
One thing. Do you think the admin would agree? Like if you are political students.
I think so, because it will be a much cheaper alternative.
So you mentioned about recruiting proper elected representatives for hostel authority or hostel council. So are you aware of the information that in final years most of the people won't even be interested to be part of a hostel representative. So how are you going to convince them? How are you going to make them stand for the position?
So I understand that a lot of students are disinterested in general in how the college turns out because they believe that this is inevitable, there's nothing can change. But from my fellow candidates, I believe there are at least, and from the people that I talk to, I can for sure say that there are at least 5% of students in my batch at least are interested in the college. And especially in the fourth year when you have less academic stress to focus on, I believe that if you publicize this well, there will be a lot of students who are willing to get inside.
Okay, fine. You have mentioned about re-establishment of student senate as an advisory body to the senate. So how are you going to implement it? So right now we're thinking that we don't have any say on the student senate. So we passed something called finally a inter-department final project on senate. So how are you able to make it happen? So how are you going to do this? So are they going to let you inside senate? So are you aware of the fact that like overall will be the part of senate? Can you assume?
Yeah, so Senate has nearly 80 members. So the chairperson of the Senate is the director. Apart from that, you have nearly 70 to 80 profs. So you have professors HADs, you have HODs, you have different deans as a part of it. Apart from this, you also have a few external members in the Senate. And I believe that if you request, the student council members can also go participate in the Senate meeting. So I talked to a few previous higher officials, so I talked to the ex-director Sundar Rajan. He told me that the student senate was implemented and it was active till like 2016. So the student senate had separate meetings where they discussed on how we could improve basically academics on the campus, and then they were called for the start of the main senate meeting and they presented their ideas. They were given feedback or something, and then they were told to go. They were not given permission to stay for the entire senate meeting, but they were able to pitch their ideas and problems. So I feel like that is very important.
Right. So you said Senate has certain members, right? Senior professors. Does anyone of you know who are the professors? Their enlisted categories and the role they play. Every department has one also member in Senate. Does one of you know which category of professors can be in Senate and what they do there? Any one of you know who are there working?
What is your say on ICC?
Say I think what is
Yeah, as a student president, how much you can access towards ICC and what are the things as a student president you are supposed to do when a student is going to complain to you for ICC complaint?
In general, ICC committees like as asked by like in general non-governmental organizations, over 50% of the members should be women. But in our college, we follow a policy where nearly all 100% are women. So there are ex officio members in the registrar, but all of the members are women. So and as we said previously, so the vice president is in charge of communicating with the ICC. So if someone comes and approaches me as a student president, I would pass on the information to my vice president and ensure that it is
So you have mentioned that ensuring the price of food outlets and print shops are regulated and checked frequently. So which shop is selling their food at a very high cost? May I know?
yeah.
So you would have seen some shop and then they would have come to this number. Which shop is doing?
So a lot of tea stalls, by talking to them, they said that the tender prices are actually much lower. For example, suppose we 5 rupees a tea or something, they're selling it closer to 10 rupees. And even print shops, like one of them sells color printouts at like 6 to 7 rupees, other one sells them at 10. Yeah, so this price different like discrimination I feel towards students who cannot access that job. So I believe that by checking that all the agreements in the tender are followed up frequently is a very important step.
So I think you didn't check it properly. So regarding the printing shop and then the shop which sell tea, cost that extra 2 rupees or something like that, they would have given a letter because like these shops came to the college just before the COVID. Then after COVID, every prices are went high, so they will not be able to change the tender. Instead of that, all the shopkeepers gave a letter to EMD, so you are supposed to ask EMD. Okay, so they gave the permission, so it's working under EMD's permission. So they are not selling anything illegally at all. They are not selling it at a higher price. And also, if you have seen inside the hostel zone, they used to sell fried rice and other things right at a higher price, which we cannot regulate just because of the reason they are completely selling it illegally. Doesn't come under it. Got it?
So, so even if it's not illegal, I still believe that we need to follow up and maybe that should force to say what the dinner is, especially pertaining to student welfare. So I believe that the students will have more say in what pricing goes in the tenders. I know that it might seem unreasonable because students will ask for free services, but if there can be a little bit more say or transparency.
So you mentioned issuing of RFID enabled ID cards. Like, can you explain a bit?
Yeah, so for example, in the entry for the boys hostel zone, there's already an RFID card reader, and in almost every other like college, people have a official ID card that has RFID built in, carrying the all links. So the only way to increase security on campus is not necessarily so if you can monitor entry and exit through campus, our campus gates with this RFID, I think we can keep track of who's entering our campus, especially with project or like construction workers. Issue them temporary RFID cards so that no unauthorized person is able to enter the campus.
Okay, so what will be the budget for establishing campus life?
Yeah, so I believe I talked to a few previous student council members. They told me that this initiative was already taken till the director level. It was nearly approved, but due to the pandemic, they have to scrap this again. So if it is gone to the director level, I believe that the budget is actually quite feasible.
It's a big. Go to the previous slide. Yeah. You are contesting for president, right? What is the spelling for student council? What? That is the spelling for student council. It's students apostrophe in the right. You can't make this mistake in like whatever document you are going to do it, right? If you have become the president. So what is the quality you are maintaining here and how can students rely on your quality if you are not even putting it in the manner rightly? And yeah, next slide. Yeah. Yeah, like many of them have put the library timings. Well, and as we said, hardly 10 to 50 people will use it on a daily basis, maybe in exams 50. Like, why do you think you need to implement it as that too you have put it in the first point? So, after being a president, probably you'll do it first. Why do you think that is the most important thing in campus to implement it?
That is the most important thing. We can have still have a chance to study in octagon, but then octagon every time it is very crowded, so people can go to library, and there are many situations where we can do projects collectively with some of our friends.
Don't blabber, bro. Seriously, don't blabber. I need a proper answer. Literally proper answer. It's a library. There is already an octagon, and it's not like people are going over there studying every night. That's not the culture of our college.
Yeah.
So do we have proper reason or not?
Yeah, I saw people studying over there and people asking for time extension. I feel that point is valid and
How many people ask you?
uh, like it's quite due to address evidence problem. So like
That's absolutely right. So as you have mentioned about library, very less number of people, close to 40 to 50 number of people are using library at a time. Also, we haven't even mentioned what kind of plan you are going to do, like whether it is 24 into 7 or extending it to 11 o'clock or like whatever. You just mentioned that implementing more fitting and extended time. What are you going to do? In order to extend for 40 or 50 people, why can't you make them use octagon? It's always open, right?
Yeah. Octagon doesn't allow our personal laptop to carry, and whenever we have to do a project with a bag, then library is the only choice we have. With separate room to sit and talk. Not like we're talking, but we have some space reserved for training.
Fine, you have mentioned about conducting frequent competitive
Yeah,
events.
can you bit more specific about it? Because I don't think any of the candidates came to me and researched about any of the technical activities, and I believe there is a JD called Managing Clubs and Communities along with secretaries, but I don't know if you haven't contacted me, and you guys are irresponsible at this moment. How can you be sure next year you will contact with secretaries and make it possible?
Yeah, I believe that there are hackathons which are already implementing like national and primary hackathon and hardware hackathons and so on. But still, there are some hackathons which we should explore, which we should go to expose, like Smart India Hackathon, where government organizations of India will conduct, and because of that, we get.
It's already technical council is taking care, right? What is your role in it?
My role is to insist technical council to.
That's what they are already doing it. Why did you put it in manifesto? If it is not done already, you can like be like, okay, I'm going to like support them.
Some specific hackathon which are not.
Can you name some?
No, I name no Smart India hackathon. That is.
Smart India Hackathon is not conducted this year. Instead, Savas is going on. We already released a poster about it.
The general thing is Smart India hackathon is open for all, but the thing is IIT college like IIT Bombay, they have Smart India hackathon. People will come to the campus and will.
There is no Smart India Hackathon for this year. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, if I become.
Okay, your second point, digital attendance system for Azure fee tracking attendance.
Yeah.
Why that should be implemented?
That should be implemented because generally the whole attendance percentage is given after CT1 or CT2, and there is a chance that we can maintain attendance percentage 75% by the end of
Okay,
the
so just because students are very lazy to track their attendance, you are going to put forward your valuable time in something very which is not needed. If some professors came to you and said it is very difficult for me to convert from like hard copy to soft copy, you can take this up. But students are feeling very lazy to track this, so that you will invest time of the clubs like Delta and Spider to make this app, right? App or website, whatever.
but the thing is, we'll still have chance to track them.
Is this very important for the college right now? You are being a president,
Yeah.
not just a normal. You can do it as a what to say your FYP project, not as a president. Okay, create central resource pool for explore, utilize, and on-campus and off-campus. What is it?
Yeah, we generally insist Delta people to create centralized tool which can.
So you will directly not contact TNP or anyone. You will just instruct Delta to create a portal.
In collaboration with TNP, and that has been approved already. And
Okay.
if I become president, I'll create some folders which can solve some like some companies have some specific things. Suppose you could intake or I think.
Who gives you the authority to put something in TNP portal without TNP's permission?
I directly don't put. I'll insist and I'll make
May I know who is the TNP head?
rules.
Who?
Okay, who is the HOD of TMP?
Which is rules.
First of you, you guys are aware of the HOD of TMP. Who is the HOD of TMP?
Without even researching about any of this stuff.
So who is this HOD of CSG?
Yeah.
Who is the HOD of CSG? Wait. Raise your hand. How many of you are aware? Who is our student welfare team? Are you guys aware of it? Faculty welfare team? How many of you are aware of SETI? What is SETI? Yeah, Ganesh, what is SETI? You don't know.
You don't know.
And then you are talking about you are planning to conduct frequent events and hackathons in various domains. What is this? You are supposed to know about SETI.
If you have listened, from when you are in the SoapBox, I think from the beginning you are there. There are multiple people mentioned Shetty. You didn't even have the time to like look into it, right?
How many center of excellence do we have?
Do you know what is center of excellence is?
Yeah.
What is
Can you name them?
We have Silence, Side,
Science is a COE. Wow. Do you know what is science?
Side is building.
some building? What is some
What's
Side is
It's also some building, right? So it has its own value and it has its own work. So likewise, what is the work of science?
where the club will hatch it and
Sorry. I have not heard it.
where the side is for research purposes.
What research?
what research?
Are we creating PhD scholars in science?
Then you don't know any of the activities that is going on in college and how the hell you will be the president of the college. That's the question.
So, how do you think science came into being? Like, who funded science? Like, can you elaborate on science? Do any of you know who funded science? Can you give it?
Fine, it's a small question for you. There is a construction going on behind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are they doing actually? What are they constructing over there? Are you aware of that?
Yeah, behind the third eye.
Like behind production department, they are constructing something. So Tarun, are you aware of that? What is going behind?
Extension of
The metallurgy department.
the metallurgy.
Only the metallurgy department is getting extended. They are trying to build something else, something in a very huge scale. Yeah. What
Do
about
any
you?
of yeah.
Pass the mic over to the finish.
Do any of you know the structure of vehicle? Can someone raise your hand if you know the structure of vehicle? Do you know what vehicle? Wait, do you know structure of vehicle? Give it to me. What is structure of vehicle?
So, RECAL, there's a RECAL association and there's a RECAL foundation. There's a director for RECAL.
Director, is the term director.
Sorry, president.
Okay.
There's a
Who is
president.
the president of vehicle?
Mahanikam.
Okay. Who are the, okay, go on.
There's also a secretary and treasurer.
No. Who is the treasurer?
The treasurer is Jerome.
Okay. Elaborate. That's all about the structure of
So, I'm not quite aware of how RECAL works, but I understand that there's a separate, RECAL is completely elected, like the office managers are elected by the alumni, and all past alumni. So they work on basically interactions with the alumni.
Cool. So the rest three of you are not aware of recall. What are you? Tell me what you know about it. Like, don't repeat points that you said.
RECAL is REC Alumni Association.
Something else.
Yeah.
Tell me something.
So basically,
Fine. Next slide.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so you mentioned that work for roll call extension for girls to 10:30 p.m. keeping outgate time as same. So keeping the outgate time as same. What are you gonna achieve by doing that?
Generally, due to some security issues, we generally keep a roll call for the girl. So keeping outlet time as same, we can increase the campus. That's what.
Already we have done that, right?
Yeah, already we have done that.
I asked you about common access facility. That's what it's right.
Yeah, but that doesn't include library and some other places.
You said
Library itself
outgate
is not
time.
even open after 8 p.m. So
Yeah, and I also mentioned that manifesto in my manifesto I should do that.
And as you said before, it's not even needed. So this is also a useless point.
So what I don't get is you said outgate time, which means you want us to, like, you want admin to allow girls to come inside campus until 10:30, right?
No,
What?
till 9:15 I'll allow, I want admin to allow girls to come and inside the campus they can.
I don't understand that
10:30.
outgate time. It's confusing. Okay.
Next slide.
So, I noticed that you all four have mentioned something regarding mental health. You have bringing, and it's a point of call. So, what is the current existing mental health plan inside the camp?
Yeah, we have some separate.
Yeah, those who are before preparation.
Yeah, we have some separate section in library where mental health counseling is given.
Who's the counselor?
Josephine ma'am and Sweet current counselor. We also collaborated with your those where Actually, they give, but then
Have you seen the app?
yeah, like that process we have to register for that first of all, and then
So have you registered for that?
I haven't registered.
You haven't registered. Have you tried using it?
I haven't used because
You haven't used it. So how do you know about the mental health problem if you have not used it?
because I saw people depressed, people getting depressed because of exams and also I feel like
You are a student and you have no qualification to assess a person if he or she is depressed, right? That you are clear, right? Then how are you saying that you see people feeling depressed?
like they feel abnormal
So
than
what do
they
you
also
know about mental health person? What is the mental health problem? What do you know about it?
mental health is something abnormal than
That is it. That's not a very offensive statement to make. You're saying very offensive. You're saying mental health is an abnormality.
not abnormality. Mental health is something like they are lagging
Can you pass the mic to the government? Yes, so go ahead. That's the same question. Go ahead.
So I have registered for the WordPress app. Actually tried one chat thing session, but it felt more like a friend was giving me advice than a coach. But in all the hard disclosure, I haven't actually gone to a therapist. I don't know. But in like a proper paid therapist or one session might be covered in this. I feel like the fact that this app exists itself, a lot of people do not know. So unless people actually try it and give their feedback, we won't know.
So do you think the existing services are sufficient for the campus?
Yeah, so unless people try it, and we have, and because just my feedback is not sufficient, I need the feedback from a lot of students. So once we publicize it, get more students to try it, we'll know if this is sufficient or not, and what are the problems that it is.
Do you know that the people in Trichy they use warehouse very frequently, and there have been incidents where people have been informed about different decisions a student have made. Is they have expressed in your those? Are you aware of it?
Can you repeat the question?
I mean, people are using your those in Trichy. There have been incidents where people have used your those and they have conveyed their message, their feelings to the counselor there. And there have been cases where attempts to certain dangers were prevented. Do you know that? Or anyone of you know that? Right. And you said mental health, right? Do you know there is a committee inside campus? Does anyone of you know? Raise your hands now. Okay, do you know that there is a professor under Dean Student Welfare working on it? A separate counselor, a separate resource person from outside? Does anyone of you know that? And there are stickers everywhere in campus. Move on.
Are you aware of the fact that we have our own council?
Okay, fine, next slide. What is your plan for renovation and improve cleanliness in washrooms?
yeah, I saw in some hostels there are housekeeping staff are not cleaning the washroom properly regularly. So
So what is your plan of action?
my plan of action is or like electing some hostel representative, one of
If you talk to any steward or anyone or your hostels, why did you take initiative?
yeah.
Even as a third year, anyone can do it.
As a third year, when I saw the washroom unhygienic, I used to complain to steward and steward to take the measure.
Yeah, it's already done, right?
Along with that, hostel representative, keep the hostel representative. He directly contact us to
See, in college, I'm telling you, the positions are given not just for having power. Anyone can contact it. It's giving responsibility. To get it right, it's a duty. So that is the difference. Even if you're not a hostel representative, you can always contact steward. Always complain about whatever problems you have. And what is ensuring proper connectivity and reach and speed of Wi-Fi?
now the most important problem we have Wi-Fi issue.
Yeah, everyone knows Wi-Fi issues.
Yeah.
So what is happening behind the new Wi-Fi?
Yeah, we have already installed fiber in land cables in Uppal in common room. That all that.
What will be your role in like ensure? How will you ensure? And do you think like we didn't take any steps in it?
Yeah, the current council is working on it, but if new council will definitely.
So you were mentioning that you will ensure proper connectivity. So after you come, if it's not solved, will you present a question?
Yeah, I'll definitely work for it, and I'll
No,
definitely
question was,
pass
will you
it.
resign
Will
from
you
the
resign
position
from
if
the position?
I try my maximum limit to.
Yes or no? Will you resign from the position if the entity is not?
Uh, there are some constraints by which that's not solely depends on the one.
Fine, fine. So, so you have mentioned about you'll be installing washing machines. How will you do that? Why did we remove the washing machines from the hostels? Do you have any?
Yeah.
Like, do you know the reason behind that?
Yeah, because of water shortage, they remove the water.
So will you be able to bring back water before ensuring washing?
Yeah, the thing is, we generally get water from Koreans by plane because of the water leakage.
Okay, is it under your control?
And nowadays, the
Yes,
problem
Quad is under your control. Will Quad listen to a student president?
the student president, I can get permission for I have to go for the approval of.
How will you get the approval?
I have to contact planning and development.
Who is the right authority? Tell me the names and their designation.
Who is the PNDT?
Planning and development.
Yeah, who is the PNDT? Right?
name
Name them.
You talk to him about this.
So who is the executive engineer?
Narayan.
So whom are you supposed to approach? Narayan sir or Bhaskar sir?
Like most of the cases, we'll approach Narayan sir, and some of the cases is I.
Okay, we really can think that like we didn't try for. Why we couldn't able to bring
But
that?
the current process is already working on that, and the thing is, if I become no, then I'll pass in the process and I will.
Okay, fine. 1 minute. Direct communication between hostel representative and council. Why do you need that meeting?
Because not everyone can contact president because there will be many work. So with
So
the
you think president will not answer the students' call at any point of time?
No,
You
it's
need
not.
a proper schedule to even contact the president.
It's not like that. It's not like that. If we ask other students to contact me, then everyone will be staying in the same problem. Something is not good. Then if the hostel representative, if the 10 people complain the same problem, will complain it as one.
Why do hostel representative need to contact the president? He is being put in the responsibility to take care of all the issues by himself. Why do you need a middle ground?
The hostel representative is basically like the president between students and the hostel representative problem. If the problem has
Fine. We will move to the next candidate. Next slide. This committee is already there. What do you want to re-establish that?
Actually, the problem with mess committee is that all the mess doesn't have a mess committee. For example, MM1 ground floor doesn't have, MM2 ground floor doesn't have. MM2 has a mess committee, like MM2 first floor and MM1 first floor has a mess committee with proper functioning. Annapurna has a mess committee, but there is no VTech representation in that. So if we keep a check on everything, so proper functioning will happen, which actually ensures the good quality.
Yeah, you said implementation of water can delivery system in open around it.
Actually, in Amber, there's a water can who brings water cans for the students who not who don't like bring the water from the water coolers.
Okay.
So similar facilities should be available. In the
Did you survey also how many students are willing to avail this facility?
Many of the friends
Can you
in
give me
my
a number?
around I have a circle of like 20 to 25 girls around me around the apart from like 10 or 12 girls like they want the water can system because the thing is the water
Can you give me a proper number?
in my circle 10 to 12 people.
10 to 12 people. So you want to implement the system for 10 to 12 people. Do you know how many people are inside Opal also?
My circle is of around
In Opal, how many girls are there?
In our batch, there are around
In Opal, how many girls are there?
around 2000,
2000.
1500 to 2000.
Uh, so, water tank electricity is not possible. I tell you, like, for what, like male workers not allowed in the room. So the male workers are not allowed in the room. So the majority of issue that we face is that all the workers who work the farms, everyone they all male. So if you need to remove water, we can't have a lady doing that. We need a guy coming the water. That is a very big headache because they won't be able to come and put up on or come early in the morning to do water. That will become a hassle. So this is one thing. Boys are still yes, but instead of
Yeah. So you have mentioned that you install more work and what's. So how are you sure that that is the correct solution? What research you do?
Actually, the current problem with persisting water problem is that we have a certain amount of water by the municipal corporation being supplied, right? And it's not like very frequent.
Who told you that we have enough groundwater storage inside the campus and that can be extracted? Who told you? Can you ask him?
See, actually, the thing is, many of the hostels have pool pumps, but Amber doesn't have. And Amber faces frequent water problems, so that
So,
will be
so you're
possible.
saying that groundwater is available in Amber.
It's not about. It's not like you have to make it inside Amber, but if it's closer to Amber water.
So who told you that groundwater is available that can be such that boat can be installed and it can be taken? Who told you?
The groundwater is available in the nearby hostels, so it's very
Who told you that
possible.
information? How do you know that?
Because most of the hostels have working pool pumps.
Okay, so the fiber to the home plant, what is it?
It's actually the for now to ensure the Wi-Fi facilities. The student council is having the or you can say they're implementing and testing the internet facilities in Opal, right? So if the Wi-Fi facilities are not good enough, as in if testing happens at a larger scale and if it is successful, then we'll be having Wi-Fi facilities both of them. If it is not possible, I've thought that planting the LAN cables is a better solution because it ensures that good internet connectivity. Also, it is cost efficient and maintenance efficient.
How it is even cost efficient? Like, did you research about how much money it will take to install in one room and take care of it?
Yeah, actually, router costs around 1500 to 2000 rupees, whereas a LAN cable, 20-meter LAN cable costs around 250 rupees. So if you buy it in bulk, it will be very cost effective to deploy LAN cables rather than.
That is buying a LAN cable. How do you need to drill in the wall and then put connections like any other electrical line? That will also has a cost, right?
But the thing is, it's a very permanent solution and it's very maintenance efficient. The problem with the current router is that
Where do you get the budget from, like, to implement this?
if you're passing a tender for the routers, the similar budget could be used for extending
See, tender is comes when there is a budget allocated. I'm asking, how will you make sure the budget is allocated?
the budget is already allocated for the Wi-Fi facilities to be implemented.
Yeah, and how will you it's already being tender. How will you convince the admins to like drop the tender and put this? And
That is what the plan is.
if you talk to CSG, HOD,
Yeah, I talked to CSG actually when I talked like 3 months ago. They were actually also planning to plan the fiber LAN cables.
whom did you talk to?
The Shivakundacha. So they said that we are improving Wi-Fi facilities. We're also thinking of LAN cables, but we are into discussion. So now they're planning the Wi-Fi facilities itself. If the Wi-Fi facilities are not successfully implemented at the testing phase, then I have a plan to implement this.
Okay, and next step.
Common question to all of you. How many of you are aware of the fact that there is something called hostel information, hostel impressment, or hostel inform? What is hostel impressment?
Hostel representative.
Impressment. Impressment.
That is a fund we invest generally for.
How much you will get? What is the exact amount?
Exact amount.
It hasn't even changed since 2019. So what is the exact amount?
That amount.
Every month, every hostel wardens used to receive something called impressment. Because three of you are not aware. Arun, you are not aware of it. Piyush, Saran, you can call them.
As I told again, like interdepartment finance, it's already been passed. It's going to be printed next year. So
Sorry, it's a research stage. When I was talking to the seniors, they said that it's the paperwork is under process. So I thought I'll be pushing this further to happen as fast as it can. But
you should ask, what is it? They have been passed out because they don't know what progress they have made last year.
Once again, you have mentioned about interdepartmental finance. So I didn't check it.
I actually asked to the students, but they weren't aware. They thought that the paperwork is still going on. And today only I got
Paperwork is done. Paperwork is done.
now it's
No student is willing to take it, or your departments are not willing to provide it. That doesn't mean that like, you have to make it. You can publicize it. Once you become the student council president, then you can publicize it.
Digital transcript, like how will you implement it?
Previously, actually, digital transcripts were available, but the problem was that they had server issues. When people used to go, there was a lot of spamming on that. Like people, a lot of load would come to the website. So what I'm thinking is,
It's still running. Do you know that?
no,
Do you know the name of the portal?
uh, the the portal which we go. Actually, the current system is that you have to go to the academic office and get the
Yeah. Like what was the previous portal, the existing, like previously existing portal? You were.
No, I'm not aware of the portal, but the thing is, if we can enhance the facilities, as in, if we put up a paid system for even a digital transfer, people would not like crowd around the website.
Okay. Did you talk to any Delta Aspire people about it? Why or if you don't know, the previous portal was made by Spider, and if you talk to them, they are under construction and then like development. And if you have researched it, you should have put it over the next slide. One more thing. What is this poster? It's not even visible.
I had a lot of points and we were restricted to 6 slides. That's why.
Okay. So will you put the point which is necessarily going to impact your electoral campaign, or you want to show off all your ideas over there?
I should have to do.
You should be presentable, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question to ask all four of you. Why don't none of you have a dedicated slide for girls student community welfare? Why is that? You didn't feel it was necessary to include that in your presidential job description, or do you just think it's role of vice president? Why do none of you have slides, a separate slide for that? Your juniors had some general secretary candidate had specific slide for girls. Why didn't you guys have it?
For me, I actually did a general survey and I included all each and every girls related or the open related issues in each and every slide which were given.
So that's the case with every age.
What?
Is that the case with all?
For me, I have included about roll call and the other things are basic. No.
All the things that I don't know what kind of illness that means. That is something which a lot of candidates have been doing. I think it shouldn't be necessary for each of you to include a specific site so that girl students also feel represented because they're also a part of the electorate.
I didn't include a separate slide because I included a few problems that specifically face in my general student welfare manifesto. I didn't feel the necessity to separate the section and feel like I'm separating the problems because I'm representing everyone. So in general student welfare.
Okay. So extension of SAC and science. What is science? What is science?
Science is a student incubation center.
Incubation center.
As in like it's a place where clubs have them. Then
What is the full form of science? Is the spelling of science right? Is the spelling of science right? Yes or no?
Okay.
It's SCIEN. Only N will be in small letter. So science as a full form. That's why the crisp of it as the capital letters. But you never mentioned it, and you don't have any knowledge about science. And over ensuring extension of science building. Did you talk to science head or anyone from
Actually, I
science?
talked to the student.
Uh,
Actually, I talked to students inside. They said that
who is students in students of science? Can you be specific?
the people who are involved in the club,
Who? Name them.
they're my friends.
Okay, so let's say your friends are there, but then do they have the knowledge of what's going on inside and everything? Do you need to contact the core or your friends?
They are actually more approachable and the what.
So you will be out in your comfort zone. So if you have become a student president, you won't contact out of your comfort zone and make sure you contact your friends and do the things. Is that right?
No, actually, the difference is the general problems are known by the students itself. That's why I try to contact students. I should have contacted them. I got it.
Okay, so how we are going to extend it, and is this in under your jurisdiction? Like extending these buildings.
We can develop a proposal. If it comes under development proposal, we can propose it to the
No, everything we can do it.
Yeah.
But did you contact them and then did a proper research that okay, this will be done? I already contacted them. There is a at least a groundwork that has been done. Did you do we have any proof of that?
actually, the extension of ACC is or SAC is already been like the
Okay, so that is eliminated. That is not there. No need of putting it in the manifesto. What about sign?
the thing is, the site has also have some vacant space inside it. So if we extend site, it will be.
Do you know where is sign present?
Yeah, it's in front of the sports complex.
Where exactly?
The back side in front of the donkey shop.
Okay.
I have a second question. Are you guys aware of what social issues we have? How many of you are aware?
Specifically speaking, social issues.
So, okay, so what do you know? What do you know about social issues? What do you feel? What social issues?
What kind of social issues are you asking me?
That's exactly what I'm asking you. What kind of social issues are there on campus? You have the only thing you guys have mentioned is mental health. Apart from that, what other things are there in the campus? Did you guys do any survey or are you at least aware of what?
Also the microphone.
So I'm aware of that there are multiple different social each catering to a
Okay.
For example, there's Prakriti. So we have a very significant
So what do you know about the animal welfare problems?
So for example, a lot of the dogs, the dog population is exceeding what is feasible on campus. We are unable to feed them, unable to treat their medical problems, and funding for this is a big issue. So there are actually proposals like neuter the dogs so that the dog population.
What do you think is the take of the administration on this problem?
So I believe that the administration obviously would not like to spend their funds on it. And they will also, but they will obviously not like for the campus to be overpopulated with dogs because that will be.
So what is your take on it?
So I believe that we still should push for animal welfare on campus, but we also have to control the population of the animals in a very
Other than this,
yeah. So apart from animal welfare, like mental health was mentioned, so there's scope for that. So you, and apart from that, you also have another social issue that I thought of recently was that there's a lot of water wastage on campus. So apart from whenever we say we have a water shortage, instead is looking for finding new ways to add more water, which is not very sustainable. We should look at ways to basically cut down on our water shortage. Apart from that, we have a lot of land pollution. People not using the dustbin and things like that. Those are very small issues, but and of that every person has a social responsibility as well, which is working. So sometimes we go to government schools and we teach them. Sometimes we visit old age homes. So we have different initiatives like this, and I would really like more students to participate in this and allocate a little bit more funding towards these activities because I think these are very important.
Right. So you said about animal welfare, right? What do you know about the other types of animals which are in campus? Apart from dogs, insects.
What do you know about animals which are there in campus?
So I heard that before Prakriti there were two separate clubs. So one was focusing on animal welfare, one was focusing on bird watching.
Okay.
So in fact there are a lot of different birds at camp. Even I like thought of going around and taking photographs because it's very fascinating. And in fact, while looking on the Wi-Fi issue, I thought the idea of installing both cell towers on campus. Because if you're not able to fix the Wi-Fi issue, a temporary solution would be better.
Wait. So just say a number. I mean, I know you are going on issues. Just say a number. How many species do you think and what are they? Just one answer, one line answer. Right. Does anybody of you know that NITT Trichy is a protected space where we cannot, let in other species of animals and we cannot export any other animals out of the campus? Does anybody of you know? Where did you find it? And what are the rules? Does anybody of you know it? Right. Next slide. Right. Do you guys have any questions? Alright. Go to the next one. You don't know what is science? Do you know at least about legal?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I tell about it?
Legal is RSC Alumni Association. It funds these scholarships and different kind of programs.
How many scholarships are there?
Two.
Two scholarships for legal.
There's the Legal Scholarship and Student Aid Fund.
Okay. So you mean there are only two scholarships for the entire institute?
No, there are actually legal scholarship consists of many different kinds of
Yeah,
scholarships.
that's what I'm saying. What is the number of scholarships?
Uh, there's a bracket. There's different kind of brackets. There's 50,000 bracket, 25,000 bracket, 50,000.
Yeah, at least tell me.
4 to 5 brackets are there.
Okay. How do you make sure the students are aware of the DCAL website?
Actually, the Recall website has some wonderful features like even job portals. So if we get to know if we what is about this in a sense that
How
we
do you
have
publish this?
yeah we can have different programs where we can tell people or we tell people that this is an opportunity as a job opportunity or a opportunity where you can meet people of similar ideas or people who are already in industry can exchange ideas.
That's a great. That's good.
Hello. Yeah, the voting time now been increased from 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Instead of like, we are not willing to give a full day of everyone is not able to understand what is going on. So, right, getting you guys outside already for elections, but it didn't work well. So instead of that, we have extended the timing of 1.5 hours. So make your friend. So it's democracy. So, yeah.
Right. Previously, what is this? There is no what to say your name or anyone. Anyone can tell this is my manifesto. What is it?
What manifesto? Which manifesto? Or what?
Even I can sit over there and tell this is my manifesto. I can explain about all these points. Anyone? There is no name. There is no need of photo also. At least it's about student council. Where what question you are going to compete for? There is nothing.
Since it is being we're going to the task force, so I don't want to mention any name.
So you get value sitting over there and presenting it, right? It's not going to affect for task force, it's going to affect you. So that's how serious you are in this question. Can I
what your conclusions are that? Next slide. What you are going to achieve with conducting regular meeting with class representatives?
Usually when we approach CRs, they wanted to have some data with them, but when it comes to OE registration and everything, they are not pretty clear with that. So before the start of academics, once if they have a common meeting with all the class representatives, such that we can have a clear-cut idea without delay.
What kind of doubts they have?
So people often ask about can we take two OEs or anything regard.
For that you can just release a circular, right? That is a very easiest way than keeping a meet.
But when CRs discuss with the student council, people can easily get to know the answers if they have any kind of doubts.
No, the problem of conducting a meet is not everyone will be present. So whoever not present in the meeting, you need to repeat it again. They will contact you personally, or finally will come to a conclusion to releasing a circular. So why do you need to have a meeting?
But since class representatives are someone who is very responsible, they will most probably show to the meetings.
Because you mentioned about conducting various sessions or workshops on specific topics, so other subjects. Do you really think that we don't have enough number of workshops to provide students? What about Pragyan? The whole fest is full of workshops.
Actually, those workshops are already planned by the Pragyan team, but these will kind of release a poll and students who are interested in that they'll be giving. And
For those workshops itself, people are not able to register.
Yeah, they are not turning up.
Yeah. So,
You know,
for
how
two
many-
people, how will you make a workshop? I'm telling you, the number of people who are going to get is going to be lesser than two or closer to five. That's all.
First of all, did you research about existing workshops or sessions that are conducted in campus? Can you? So I mean, I can ask for all four of you. Can you tell how many technical communities are there? How many technical clubs are there? How many of you know? Seriously, after you become a president, there's three of you. How you are going to coordinate with technical secretary and make sure clubs run in a smoother manner? Can you at least give justification for that? Don't even do a background research on your one of the main responsibilities. To be honest, clubs are the most important thing in the college. That is kind of very good, but you guys will never focus on it. As I said for the GS candidate, you guys are focusing on the existing problem which is there for many years, and you guys know the reason of not solving. Still, you put it in the manifesto just to get votes. Anyone can the Wi-Fi is there for years. The same reason is telling by each council. See, because they are not going, they can't make a difference. That is what you need to understand.
Conducting regular meetings is part of the responsibility. But you mentioned if you have to conduct meetings, because you have to spread information. Is that something that is worth mentioning on a manifesto? So from when onwards they have started providing internships for first years and second years?
yeah, that too.
They have
Especially
mentioned.
the guidance which we want to provide to them, and off campus they can be apply from
So are you aware of the fact that for the second year we have newly introduced something called ITM?
that they, the practice and everything for the interns.
Yes. It's already there. So what do you want to do?
This point is especially for the BR students. They are basically applying to the off-campus intern, and they don't get a preferred placement.
To the PR.
And also they basically need
The wording should be framed in the correct way, right?
We are going to keep meet with faculty, advisors, and students to address academic concerns and to solve departmental issues effectively. I don't understand.
So basically, few departments they don't have faculty advisors, but to CSE department we have faculty advisors where we basically
Faculty advisor for each student, right?
for a group of students.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Basically, there they discuss about the academic issues or whatever facing regarding too much assignments. Or
That's why you have a CR and there is a CCM meet.
Or you used to go to CCM?
few times.
That's why.
And Do you think the meet happened that frequently in department?
That is what we should make sure to have multiple times. Such that
Right,
they can
right. One second. That's the job of the CR and the person who is coordinating the department. You are a president. You are not supposed to meddle with all the responsibilities of other people. Do you think that should be there in the manifesto?
And why do you think there is a faculty advisor for each student allocated by departments?
to solve their academic issues if they are facing
Not
anything.
necessarily academic issues. If they have any personal thing, they can contact them. And they are having offline meets. It's that's what, as you said, it's not your responsibility as a president, right?
And what about the research committee? Why does a PhD student need a PhD scholar to sort it out, all the issues? And do you think out of 100 people in a class, all of them would go for research?
Before COVID, there was a bridge between research scholars and BTech students.
It is still there. People are, research scholars are doing labs, no? And they are also teaching. Why do you think we need a committee? A meeting is fine, we understand. Why do we need a committee, a full-blown committee?
If you can't simply identify problems and say, okay, I form a committee for it to solve it.
Committee is a big thing. You should trace very problem and get all the facts right. See, not every student from our department or from your batch can research and do papers. It is like very few amount of people they go into research, and out of that few, only one or two publish papers. So it should be a concern which you should convey to the CRs, to the HODs or the departments. It is not your responsibility to take all of these things.
Okay, so seriously, one. Database of examination papers. What do you know about that?
Usually, there's only one website, MEA website. They only have question paper.
Are you sure?
Because of COVID, we are having, but right now we don't
Right
have.
now, we have a site called PaintNet where people can upload their question papers. It's initiative with technical council, which you should have researched about it since you are going to get all the subject communities. It's redundant. You didn't even do a proper research. Exactly. What transparency you are going to achieve keeping an open house session?
Basically, when people just file a complaint regarding any issues in the hostel office, people are not sure whether the process have gone forward or not. But having this open house session, we can know how far the progress have gone so far.
Why do you think student council need to interfere in each and every problems?
It's within the hostel council and the students.
Then trace it properly. It is blunt. It says open house sessions to promote transparency between students and council. That doesn't mention who are the stakeholders and what council it is. Trace it properly.
Same Wi-Fi issue. Seriously, from next year, anyone put Wi-Fi issue as an, they are not going to be disqualified. Literally. Digitalization of okay, fine. Next slide. Again, Wi-Fi in library.
At least few of like per day, we can expect around 250 to 300 people are showing up in the library. At least
Are you sure?
If it's fine, I use my mobile. I can gather it for the last one. So there are around 250 to 300 people showing up at the library per day.
Per day.
So at least for them, we can research the Wi-Fi at a single room so that they can get a good speed amount there.
Okay, to be very honest, most of your manifesto, how it looks to me. You guys sat down, you decided to contest for president, you sat down, you went through previous manifestos and you cooked up some good English words from somewhere and you just put the manifesto. That's how it looks. You have, just outlined the problems and you're not even sure that's the correct solution. So, if you're going to prepare the manifesto this way, then how do you think you'll, endure a year as a president? Can at least one of you tell me your thought process of preparing this manifesto? At least one of you. Did properly did you characterize problems and did you come up with proper research or solutions or something?
And can any of you can list down all the points you have put in manifesto without even seeing that? If you are really putting in effort, you can do it.
Okay, Charan sir, what is this? A portal for students where they can check whether should talk to. We only need a portal for that.
You are standing for the president.
Yeah, just like that, how many apps and websites will you create? Like For this reason, do we really need a website?
At least, did you talk to any Delta Spider people or did you talk to any technical consultant about this? It will basically
Whose
have.
permission you guys are just like that promising people that create this application, that application, create this website. So we are supposed to ask the technical secretary, we are supposed to ask the club members who are going to make it. So without even having a knowledge with that, without even approaching them, how can you promise something? Whether it is viable or not, are you aware of it?
Basically, like two kind of interface we'll be having, and then it's a simple kind of application.
See, implementation now everybody can do. It's a very simple website. I'm not asking you about the implementation. Nobody can. Then even required. Why a person need to go for that website or need to install the app?
Just to see that top is there. So you are going to help students to make much more lazier. And you are student council president. And this is the most important thing you will solve the next year. Is that what you are saying?
It will be helpful for few students where they can
What
save their
you
energy.
students see, you need to put your resources. That's a very, what is it? Student president is a very higher position where you have so much resources compared to like other students, and you should use it in an efficient manner, not just petty, cheap portal. Next slide. That's it, right? Fine. So,
A common question to all the four of the candidates. All of you are aware of what kind of collateral happened. Your nomination, right? So, what is your ethical line of perspective towards this? I know like two of the candidates have got disqualified and they went unethical. So, you guys are aware of the reason? Yeah. So, what is your take on this?
you don't need to specify any.
Yeah. No need to specify the person. So, yeah. Starts from Piyush, holding the mic.
This is when we talk about politics in college, it's student politics, so you should be aware of the fact that you should not run behind position. I think that people who might have been in such kind of situations were running behind positions, so the greed led to the downfall of this country. Basically, if we think it about as a responsibility, nobody would like to do that.
Yeah, I feel like I feel the same way what we it is whenever a person stood for a position, he should think of himself, uh, should go on his way without throwing a or without dealing with others.
So I don't want to comment on the circumstances under which the candidates that because but personally I feel that when I'm approaching any task or a competition, like this is kind of a competition, but I'm standing for a very honorable position, a representative for so many students. So I feel that in such a case, I should be focusing on my merits and what I can give to the students instead of focusing on what I think.
So I feel like we should basically strengthen our strengths and then focus on our weakness to make it our strength instead of sabotaging others.
So, so you guys are concluding for the point that in order to attain success, you are supposed to work on your strength, not on others' weakness. Right? So will you guys follow it? We can move on to the next.
We are moving on to the next session. This is a surprise session for this year's SoapBox, where each candidate will be given a chance where he can question the other three candidates, any one among the three candidates, and there will be only one chance to question. And each will be given 1 minute time to answer. Yeah, the first candidate can question one among the three from the manifesto.
Okay. So I can have the question.
We expect a free thing. Being here, you need to have a basics.
Alright, so I would like to question Piyush. Yeah, so a lot of your posts were focused on
Just all the girls are requested to kindly leave the room.
reach your hostel before.
Yeah, so a lot of your posts were focused on wanted by watching. So after having done the research, I feel like changing a lot of this is quite tedious when it's already in the process, but it's, I wouldn't say it's not implementable, but it's very tough. So what are the actual solutions that you think can solve this problem that previous students council?
You have 1 minute to answer this question.
Actually, the solutions are also mentioned in the post if you will have seen. Talking about the problems, I mentioned those problems because those are the daily life problems that should be the first thing to be done. And if you say things are not very tedious to do, a job is tough doesn't mean you just leave it. So that was my take on that. If we start from the tougher jobs or the basic problems, then only we can promise to do the problem.
Yeah. My question is for Charan side. You described media based that student. Do you think the faculty advisor will be that
Have 1 minute.
Coming to this faculty advisors, we don't often ask them to do it, but whether we can plan one day in a month, say like Friday evening, it will be very feasible to the process, and then we can work on it.
My question is to Tarun. Uh, it's been a long time since you started contesting for elections, but you were very inactive. So, is there a specific reason for that, or is that?
So yes, I will admit that a lot of the posts were put up very late. So it was not frequently. So the thing is, when I undertake an issue, I like to do a lot of analysis and thinking before taking action. And that is something I've realized that is not always very peaceful. Like I love to sit and just think about all the possible solutions, analyze the problems, loopholes, and all that. But I realized that if you need to get things done at some point, once you start, like once you have a rough idea of what the thing is, you get started and then you continue doing the analysis as you go on. So that's something I've learned from Christian Pastor. Grateful respect to this.
My question is to Dinesh. The contestants gave the post almost 2 to 3 months ahead. They had some background work to do, and you were there 1 week before the election. So, what kind of agenda is it?
it's not like I have gave the my vote my nomination 1 week before. Like I'm been doing the last week, but I have first taking first meeting it taking over the after due to some circumstances gave my nomination late and then I canceled.
Okay, now we'll move on to the final session of this year's SoapBox. The mic is open for the audience. Anyone can question the candidates.
There were a lot of people who were wooing and clapping, so it would be nice if you also justify why you were wooing and clapping for the candidates.
No, my question is to Tarun. It is quite evident that your research is proper, but it is my observation that you are not doing campaigning actively. So it is somehow gives me an slip by my mind that will you be approachable tomorrow for if you are becoming the president? Will you be approachable? Because it is a time of president elections and the campaigning should be going on a high pace, and you are not approaching anyone. So how can you give us a surety that you will be approachable tomorrow if you become a president?
That's a very good question. Thank you. I mean, no names.
I'm Akshay Thakkar from ICE.
So, yes, so I haven't done as much in-person publicity as compared to research and talking to other people and finding out the problems in the campus and what is feasible as solutions. So this is a takeaway that I'm taking up my campaign. But I can, so in terms of guarantee, so I worked in previous PORs, for example, Harvey Code. So I was directly responsible for a set of over 100 juniors, and I can give you the contacts, you can talk to them, you can see how accountable and responsible I was for the role. You can possibly also ask other students council members. And apart from that, so my primary reason for standing for the students council position is not for the role of student president. I've always never been motivated by money or a career job, so I want to make an impact to this world because I feel like that's the only reason for that's a motivation for my life to make an impact before I go. And I believe that this is the best opportunity that is available to me right now at this moment. And I would be a fool if I were not to take this opportunity. And a lot of my manifesto is also focused on accounting. So there are 3 points. So first one is approachability. So the students' council should be very approachable, like you said. So for example, like we're doing room-to-room sessions right now, right? So I believe that if you could do that as well, like go from floor to floor and ask questions that problems that second thing is transparency. So what is the students' council working on? So a lot of candidates have mentioned open house sessions, which I believe should be implemented. I'll push for that irrespective of whether I'm elected or not. The third thing is accountability. So when I am nominated for this post and you give me a trust and you vote for me, I believe that I should be completely accountable. So whatever question you ask me right now, like I should be able to answer it in the future when student council.
We'll move on to the next question.
Yeah. I have you. In your manifesto, you said that you will extend track and the buildings account in all clubs. Yes.
Yes.
So, and when the student comes to ask you about what clubs, like how many clubs are there in SAC or how many other clubs, you didn't know where it was at.
Actually, there was no such question. They did ask how many people, how many clubs are there in SAC. I can tell you how many clubs there
Okay,
are.
I'm asking you the question. How many clubs do you think are in SAC right now?
Okay, should I name them?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, there's music group, there's TT, there's Amrit Varshini, there's RMI, there's 3D, and yeah, and there's one common room that is given to fest and all the discussions.
So there are also spider after work, film society,
Yeah, yes.
and do you know the wall is also like part of right now? And how many rooms are there in SAC? You said you will accommodate every single club, right? How many rooms are there in SAC?
See, actually, there's written clearly that it's extension of SAC. Today it's not possible because there are many rooms. The extension of SAC means the building will be having more and more rooms so that everyone should get a proper space for cleaning.
How do you plan on doing that?
As I tell you, extension of SAC means the building would be extended as in more new rooms will be made. And it's already been passed, the tender has been passed, so you will have to wait for that.
It's a common question to all. Basically, I'm not sure who exactly, but one of you mentioned you will be expanding the science president. Do you think the students president has a direct command on what happens inside? And also, the more common question is, none of you spoke about how you will be interacting with the alumni of our college. So, can you please expand on that? Because they are also equally important to our college as the people who are studying right now.
Okay, so in my last slide, you must have seen the interactions of alumni should be increased so that we can make people aware of the talent app, which is the direct connectivity to the alumni. So I think I've covered that part. And the second thing about the site, every developmental work comes under student activity, like student concepts work. So we can propose anything that is related to the development of the development infrastructure or infrastructure.
Who will you be proposing?
Try not to have a follow-up questions. After question, explain that.
Like if one of you realize the other is the most competent person, what would you do? All four of you is.
Like, we'll give a try because we really feel like we know our capability. That's the reason we applied for the report. And we feel like one of the person is more competent to me and more capable. Try to learn things from me, some capability, and I'll definitely run and I will have it.
For all four.
So that's an excellent question. So I believe that every candidate should believe in his own competency, discharging the roles and responsibilities of the president. But I believe that even if there's only one best candidate, just one person standing for the election is not good. So I believe I will still stand and contest to the elections, but I believe that as an excellent candidate, my vote will be going to that.
as you asked that if there's a good candidate, I think every candidate is a good candidate because everyone who's standing for elections has his own strong points. If you see, if you judge it on a basis of different categories or on your own base perspective, doesn't mean that the person is eligible or not. So I think everyone is eligible and they're doing their best to win the elections or serve society.
This is answer is no one is willing to give up at the right moment. So we have come so far till this extent. Give up is not the preferred option. And also when you feel someone is competent to you, it means basically they have good strength as well as if you feel it, you also have a good strength.
Not a question. I meant competency.
We want the last question from the audience.
My question is for sir. Yeah. As you're standing for president, you must have support from many people there. And mostly our basic support will be from our department or your own department. But recently, no one from your department almost has your support, like supporting you. Why is that and why?
So what do you think the election is? It's not just a group of members, it's an entire community, an entire student community basically. So you can't expect a group of people doesn't support you doesn't mean you doesn't have a strength.
We expect questions not based on personal issues, have questions generalized.
Yeah, so so my question is specific information in general to everyone. So anyone can answer this. So the thing is, you have mentioned role models. So recently when I interacted with one of our alumni of 1998 batch, so what they told is they had rugby extension till 9:30 on weekdays. So according to you, what motive does NITT has which allowed girls to roam, go out till 9:30 in 1998, and now 25 years ahead, it's allowing it till only 9 o'clock. So what do you think has motivated it in such a way, and what do you do to, what is your solution?
Based on the true incident that happened 4 years before, we have reduced the time to 9 o'clock. 9:15. Now we got extension of 15 minutes. But I included roll call extension because inside the campus there is a rule that villages can pass through our campus. But the possible and feasible solution for this is we'll allot them a route. In that route we can install CC cameras. We can increase the security over there. That is a feasible solution. So,
I didn't get you by allotting a route.
huh?
What do you mean by allotting a route?
Allotting a route. So, one specific route.
So you asked this question in general. So that is actually very insightful. I didn't know that. So I can't speak for the motivations of the directors or the other head administrators. But in general, what is the consensus? Like the consensus that the curfew, roll call extension kept at 9 and everything is that they do not want to be responsible for anything that happens to the students. They should be responsible. They should be implementing the measures. This is just a temporary measure to absolve them of the responsibility. I think we can all agree that an ideal world would be no roll call or curfew, wouldn't be causing roll call. But yeah, so they do not want to be responsible in case something happens. Basically, the public image of the institute happens to be very important, which is unfortunate. To the extent where there are a lot of things that happen that do not go out into the national. Whereas if it happens in IT plus, the next day it comes in the Instagram reels. So yeah, that's my answer.
We are at the end. In conclusion, I would like to remind everyone that elections are tomorrow, and it is very important for all of us to exercise our right to vote. Your vote make a difference. So make sure you vote to the right candidate who has the right manifesto. With this, we are going to conclude this year's SoapBox 2023. Thank you.
Guys, one more announcement. The voting is happens in third day. It will be 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.